Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Ella. So moving on, I would just like to drop some housekeeping rules for us. Remember, we are at Gain Youth Summit. And like we've told you in our publications, this is a summit that no young person should miss. So what you're going to do for us is that you're going to go to your WhatsApp statuses, your Facebook, wherever, and take a screenshot, post the flyer, share it, tell people that something is happening here. Tell them that something is happening here at Gain Youth Summit. So I want you to share the link, the registration link for them to join the session. Share it on your WhatsApp, share it on your Facebook, share it everywhere. Now, I want us to do that now. That's the exercise I want us to do. In the next 30 seconds to 1 minute, I want you to take screenshots, download the flyer, or you should have the flyer already. Send it to your friends, send it to your family members, send it to the people in your network, in your community. Tell them that something is happening here at Gain Youth Summit. So let's go, let's go, let's go. If you have done that, I want you to type done in the chat. I want you to type done. Type done in the chat. Tell me that you have done that. Take screenshots, post about Gain Youth Summit. Use the hashtag GYS2025. Yes, I see has done that. What's happening here, and share the link you use in registering, copy it and send it to your WhatsApp status, your Facebook, to your people in your contacts. I want you to do that. I want you to do that now. When you do that in the chat, just type done. Now, moving forward, while we do that, I want you all to get your pen and your paper, or your if I don't even use a paper, get a jotter, because you're going to be getting valuable insights that you don't want to miss. A lot of insightful nuggets are going to be coming from our speakers who are well-seasoned experts from around the globe. So they're coming to share with us from their wealth of knowledge and experience, and we, the young Africans, cannot afford to miss anything. So I need you to grab your pen, grab your jotter, so that you're going to be taking notes. Secondly, I want you to get a bottle of water, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, put it nearby so you can be sipping while you're enjoying the session. And finally, minimize every distractions and stay fully engaged, right? Minimize every distraction and stay fully engaged. You're going to be using the chat box to be responding to, what's going to be happening. If you have questions, you can put it in the chat, right? All right, so I want you to get ready to soak in all that we have prepared for you today. And also, participants who wish to receive a certificate of participation should take note of the following. So I want you to pay rapt attention. Well done, Mahmoud. Well done, Issa. Thank you for sharing in Youth Summit. So if you would want to receive a certificate, I want you to take note of the following. Firstly, you must actively participate in the summit. So like we said earlier, participants of the Gain Youth Summit are going to go home with certificates. But there's a criteria for you to qualify to get certified, right? So you must actively participate in the summit. 2, certificates will be issued to participants who attend at least 90% of the sessions. So we're going to be having a number of sessions today. So if you're able to meet up to 90% in attendance of all the sessions, you're going to qualify to get your certificate. But if you don't, you won't be qualified to receive your certificate. Finally, participation is free, and certificates will be provided at no cost to you by us, by Grand Africa Initiative.
Hello, everyone. I trust you are still connected. Why Peace is I think Peace is having a little network glitch. So certificates will be issued to those who sign up for the program.
You're not going to
All right. I believe if you can still hear Peace, please confirm. Can you still hear Peace? Certificates will be issued to those that sign up for our program with Development Bank of Nigeria, right? Watch out for details to enroll in a free course. Link will be shared in this comment section. So stick around. In addition to the participation in the summit. So as soon as once you participate, you are actively participating and you are able to sign up for our program with the Development Bank of Nigeria, you should be able to get certificate. And you already know your certificate speaks for you wherever you go, wherever you tell someone you've been trained in this aspect, you've done something in this regard, one thing that shows that you truly did so is your certificate. So kindly ensure you are actively engaged, you ask questions where necessary, and you make commentaries where necessary, and ensure that your background is well fitted, all right? If you have questions, if you have a concern, do well to leave them in the comment section. Someone will ensure to attend to that or call my attention to that. So if you wish to get certificates, please ensure also that your Zoom name reflects your real name, all right? Your Zoom name reflects your real name. That way, your certificate can be issued to you with a verified human name and not Techno, iPhone, maybe Samsung and all of that. So ensure that you edit your Zoom name to be your real name. That is what will be, because attendance will be taken from this back end while the session is ongoing. Throughout the summit, please submit your questions in the comment section. To ensure your question is noticed, type your question early and keep it clear and brief. Do not beat around the bush or try to say other things. Just clearly type out your question and begin your question with capital letter Q. Begin your question with capital letter Q. That way it's easily identified. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Once again, I welcome you to GAIN Youth Summit 2025. We're excited to learn, share, and build Africa's future together. I believe that is part of the reasons you are here, because as you make your life better, you are also making Africa better. All right? Recording has started, ladies and gentlemen, and this means that the summit has fully commenced, right? Make sure you sit tight, keep your water standby, make sure your notes is with you, and you have your gadget fully charged so you don't miss out on any other session. Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you're especially welcome to GAIN Youth Summit 2025 Africa, which implies proudly organized by Grand Africa Initiative. So far, you already know, if you're just joining and you're not certain what Grand Africa Initiative stands for, I did like to also share that with you again. Grand Africa Initiative is a Pan-Africa organization championing youth sustainable development across Africa. My name is Ella Obans, and my co-host, I will be co-hosting today's summit alongside my co-host in person of Peace Ekechi. She will also be joining us shortly. I am joining from the country Nigeria, and it's my honor and privilege to serve you as the MC and host of today's summit. Kindly note that the summit program has been shared in the chat. Please take a moment to review it. The summit program, the laid down process on how it's going to run is already shared in the comment section. So do take your time to read through it and learn and see what we have for you and how much you're about to learn from our knowledgeable speakers. So do not go anywhere. I would like to especially welcome our keynote speakers, our highly distinguished guests, panelists, moderators joining from across the globe. I also warmly welcome young Africans joining us from different African countries across the world. The theme for this year's summit is Build Africa, Youth Leading Transformation. Build Africa, Youth Leading Transformation. This year's summit builds on the conversation from our past edition, and it aims to deepen dialogues, share practical insight, and advance youth-led solution for sustainable youth empowerment and development across Africa. I believe that explains to you why everyone from different African countries is fully represented. Please do not touch the whiteboard option, as it has nothing to do with your participation, so that you don't interrupt the session or disrupt any of the technical setups. Thank you so much. I believe you are still ready and you are fully invested in what we are about to share with you from our speakers, from our panelists, and a lot of fun time, because we have loads of them to keep you engaged and fully equipped for your next level transformation. If you are ready, can you indicate in the comment section, I am ready? If you're fully ready, indicate in the comment section, I am ready. Type, I am ready. Type, I am ready. Oh, great. Joshua says he's ready. Chris says he's ready. Emmanuel says, I am ready. Okay. Should I take that we are fully ready for today's session? That will be great. Awesome. Super, 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 super awesome. So without further ado, we will proceed right now. Since you all have stated that you're ready, your gadget is ready, your water is ready, your pen is ready, and by now, I believe that you have your background is set up, just in case you need to turn on your video to say something, to comment, or to also speak as the occasion demands. So ladies and gentlemen, I also believe so far you've represented your country. Don't allow your country to carry last, right? Represent your country in the comment section. So I did like to welcome our honorable lead at Grand Africa Initiative on Programs and Partnership for a welcome speech in the person of Ms. Doreen Mwozoba. Please, Ms. Doreen, if you are here with a round of applause, if you can use the clapping emoji, let's make welcome our leader on programs and partnership at GNU Summit as she rendered the welcome address. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Hi, Ella. Yeah, hi, Ella. Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Doreen.
Yeah, good morning. So how is everyone doing? I want to welcome you all to today's summit, and I'm so excited. Like, I am super, super excited to have you all here. And please make sure you connect, make sure you connect with people, share your contacts, just exchange your contacts with anyone. You don't know who you might be meeting today. It could be a future founder. So please make sure you connect with someone today. And I want us to please have this vibe. Like I want us to really participate in this summit, ask questions in any way you can, and please feel free to share whatever idea you have, okay? So I'll go ahead and right now I'll go ahead with the welcome speech, okay? So esteemed members of the board of the Grand Africa Initiative GAIN, representatives of our partner, Startup Abuja, our distinguished keynote speakers, esteemed speakers and moderators, GAIN regional coordinators, country leaders, and campus ambassadors, young Africans joining us from across the continent and around the world, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I want to see your fire emoji already. Can you start giving me those fire emojis already? Please, I want to see your emoji. Fire, love, anyone. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so I bring you warm greetings on behalf of the Grand Africa Initiative GAIN. It is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you all to the 6th GAIN Youth Summit as we connect today from different parts of Africa and beyond. So our partners, our exceptional speakers, our dedicated volunteers. Guys, I honestly, I saw what you all did to make sure that this became a success today. So yes, to our volunteers, to everyone, to our gainers and the entire team working tirelessly behind the scenes. Thank you. I want to say a big thank you to everyone. This summit is only possible because because of your commitment, passion, and belief in the power of young people. So I want to say a very big thank you. And to the young leaders, to us, the young leaders, innovators, and dreamers gathered here today, you are Africa's greatest strength. You are not just the future. Trust me, you're not the future. You are now. It gives me immense pride and a strong sense of responsibility to welcome you to this summit. And yes, so I want to, let me give you a little background about GAIN and the summits and this youth summit. So GAIN was founded in 2017 on a simple but powerful belief that Africa's youth are not a problem to be managed, but a force to be empowered. Africa is a home to the youngest population in the world, yes. And by 2050, that number will grow even more. So this presents a historical opportunity, but only if we intentionally unlock the potentials of today's youth. Okay, so the reality we face is clear. Every year, millions of young Africans enter the job market, yet only a fraction of opportunities exist. So many talented young people, especially young women, are left behind, not because they lack ability, but because they lack access, relevant skills, and opportunities. This is why GAIN exists. Our first youth summit in 2020 was fully virtual. Last year, we gathered physical for the first time, and it was an incredible experience. Through it all, we have remained consistent, intentional, and impact driven. So everything we do is anchored in our core values, focus on which those values happens to be focus, integrity, results, excellence, and synergy. So this summit is more than a series of conversations. Like, we're not just here to have conversations. It is a platform for turning ideas into action. Okay, so we're not just here to talk and discuss. No, we are here to, when we're done with the discussion, we turn ideas into actions. So the discussions we have here matter. The ideas, questions, and solutions shared during the summit directly inform and shape GAIN's programs throughout the year. GAIN programs throughout the year. So what begins here does not end when you log off. It translates into real initiatives that create real impacts for real people. So I'm not seeing your emojis, oh, I am not seeing them, please. I want to feel that vibe. Please let me see them. Thank you. Hey, yes. Okay, Michael. Hey, Kabiru, how you guys doing? So let me wrap this up. So beyond the summit, GAIN runs practical programs designed to deliver long-term results. And through the GAIN Entrepreneurship Masterclass, we support young people, especially women, to grow and scale sustainable businesses. Okay, through our digital skills program, we equip young Africans with in-demand digital skills, bridge the digital divide, and connect them to global work opportunities, particularly those from undeserved communities. So those are the things we have been doing, and we want to do more. Yes, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. So we also run mentorship and capacity building initiatives, including Grow with GAIN. So we have a program called Grow with GAIN, where it's more like a date with a GAIN mentor. We invite a mentor and they come over and we have a date with them. We talk, we discuss, and they mentor the youths on how to scale up and the rest of them. So through these programs, we have supported over 15,000 young people to build confidence, strength, soft skills, and develop strong professional networks. So everything we do is about connecting Africa's youth potentials to meaningful opportunities in today's global economy. Yeah, so today I encourage you to fully participate. Please participate, engage actively in the sections, use the chat, network, and connect with one another. You are meeting future co-founders here. You're meeting collaborators and change makers. So please speak up, ask questions. I will repeat that again. Ask questions, share your ideas, especially during our policy and solution focused sections. Then this summit is designed to give you clarity, practical skills, and valuable connections. So let the 6th annual GAIN Youth Summit be our most practical, impactful, and action-driven summit yet. So welcome to the summit, and let's stay gaining. Thank you, everyone. So over to you, Ella.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was a very beautiful one from our lead in programs and partnership at GAIN. So moving forward, we will be proceeding to our next session. I believe so far you already understand what we do at GAIN, why we are here, and why we are doing what we do. Thank you so much, Ms. Doreen, for that wonderful welcome address. Moving forward, we would like to make welcome our opening keynotes by one of the amazing pillars we have in Africa. She's the head of International Trade Center's Youth and Trade Program in Switzerland. She is also dedicated, she is the UN initiative dedicated to advancing youth economics empowerment through trade. She has experience across entrepreneurship, social business, and capacity development, supporting multi-stakeholders program in Africa, Latin America, and Europe. She's based in Switzerland. Her work focuses on strengthening youth-led organizations, market-relevant skills, and inclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, the person we are having is none else but Miss Mayora Lauzada. I sincerely hope she's here with us with a clapping. If you're here, please clap as we make welcome this woman of substance. Out of her busy schedule, so much she's doing across Africa and the first world country, she spared her time to be here with us. Please clap as we make welcome Miss Mayura. Ma, please, if you're here, the mic is yours. You can let us know you're here.
Thank you, Ella. I'm here. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? I hope
Very
so.
sound and clear.
All right, good. So good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here today. I'm here among leaders, innovators, but I think most importantly, young people who are interested in shaping Africa's future, not someday, but right now. So when we talk about stability, we often talk about systems. We talk about institutions, policies, economies, and of course, those things matter. They matter very deeply, but stability actually does not begin with institutions. Stability begins with people and with leadership that earns trust, with opportunity that restores dignity, and with young voices like yours that are not only heard, but respected. So across Africa today, young people are asking a simple but powerful question. Do I belong in the future of this continent? And how we want to answer that question through our actions and not just our words define Africa's trajectory for generations to come. You might have heard that Africa is the youngest continent in the world, and this is often framed as a risk. But I want to be clear with you. Youth is not Africa's problem. Youth is Africa's greatest asset. The challenge that we have today is not that young people lack ambition or ideas. The challenge is that too many young people face closed doors to jobs, to capitals, to markets, to leadership, to decision-making. And when those doors remain closed for too long, frustration grows. And then trust erodes and instability takes root. So today, I want to focus on 3 forces that can open those doors and help really build lasting stability across the continent. I want to talk about leadership, entrepreneurship, and the youth voice. So first, leadership. Real leadership is not about titles or authority. It's not about control or status. Real leadership is about service. It is about listening before speaking, about choosing integrity when compromise would be easier. It's about building institutions that people believe in, not because they fear them, but because they trust them. Young people are watching, and they are watching how decisions are made. They are watching who's included and who is left out. So if we want stability, we must model the kind of leadership that invites participation, not disengagement, that welcomes accountability, not silence, that understands that power shared is power strengthened. And this responsibility does not belong to governments alone. It belongs to business leaders, to civil society, to international organizations like ITC, for example, to all of us actually who hold influence. Leadership must create space, not just at the table, but also in the rooms where decisions are being shaped. Second, entrepreneurship. For millions of young Africans, entrepreneurship is not a trend, it's a necessity. It is creativity in the face of constraint. It is resilience made visible. So when young people build businesses, they are not just creating income, they are creating purpose. They are creating opportunity. They are creating alternatives to instability. So entrepreneurship can be a very powerful force for peace and economic resilience when it's backed by access to finance, to skills, to markets, to fair and transparent systems. But we have to be honest, telling young people to be entrepreneurial without removing structural barriers is not empowerment, it is abdication. And if we want enterprise to truly drive stability, we must invest intentionally in youth-led businesses, in local value chains, in innovation that responds to real community needs. And we must broaden our definition of entrepreneurship. Not every entrepreneur wears a suit or works in tech. Some are farmers, some are creatives, some are informal traders, and their work matters, their contribution matters, their dignity matters. And I think that leads me to the third point, which is perhaps the most important one, the youth voice. Too often, young people are invited into conversations only after decisions have already been made. They are consulted, but they are not trusted. They are included, but they are not empowered. But young people do not need permission to care about their societies. They do not need permission to lead. Across Africa, young people are influencing already change every day through enterprise, through community leadership, through culture, through technology, through advocacy. They are shaping narratives. They are strengthening accountability. They're imagining futures that are more inclusive, more just, and more sustainable. So our role is not to manage that energy. It's to channel it. It's not to fear it, but to learn from it. It's not to silence it, but to amplify it. Because stability actually does not come from suppressing voices. It comes from engaging them. So at the International Trade Center, we see this reality every day. We see young entrepreneurs transforming ideas into livelihoods. We see youth-led businesses creating jobs where none existed before. And we see trade not as this abstract concept, but as a practical pathway to dignity, to resilience, to opportunity. And we also know that talent alone is not enough. Potential needs opportunity. And opportunity requires ecosystems that are inclusive, that are accessible and fair. And this is why our work is not just about supporting individual businesses, it's about strengthening systems, it's about expanding access to markets, finance, skills, and information. And it is about ensuring young people, especially young women, have a real stake in the economy and a real voice in shaping it. So as we move into the discussion today, I want us to keep one question at the center of our conversation, which is what would change if young people were not just beneficiaries of stability, but architects? If leadership actually reflected the realities of young people on the ground, if entrepreneurship reflected their potential, if institutions reflected their trust in young people. Africa's future is not something we are waiting for. It is already being built by young people, for young people who are already ready to lead, ready to innovate, ready to contribute. Our responsibility as leaders, institutions, and partners is to meet that readiness with trust, investment, and action. Because when young people are empowered to lead, to create, and to belong, stability is not just possible, it is inevitable. And I want you to keep that in mind as we go through the day. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma'am. Are you clapping? Are you clapping? I believe if you paid attention during the keynote session, you feel heard. You feel like someone understands your pain, someone understands your thoughts, like what you wish for, especially if you're an entrepreneur or if you've ever worn that shoe. You can agree with me that Miss Myra, she made it clear. Her keynote speech made it clear. And one of the highlights of it is that the youths of Africa are not the problem. They're actually the solution. And in order for us to maximize the impact and development of Africa, we have to ensure that the power is shared, because power shared is power strengthened. That was her word. She said entrepreneurship is not a trend. It's not something we do shortly and then it fizzles away. Far from it. What we are doing, it's something that helps in the development of Africa. Thank you so much, ma'am, Myra, for that wonderful keynote session. Personally, I felt heard. I felt someone see my struggles. And I believe same goes for everyone who is on this session. I know if you are still here, please send a clapping emoji. Let Ma'am Myra know that you had the session and you felt heard. You felt someone see you and is very, very invested in the impact we are looking forward to. Awesome, awesome. Victoria, Zakari, Obina, Michael, good. I love this energy. Let's keep it up. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for that wonderful keynote speech. Thank you. And moving forward, we will be going up to our next session, which is our panel session. Are you ready?
Yeah, hello, good morning. Welcome to Gain Youth Summit. I am Favor Choma Ikebak, the communication officer. Hello, Ella. Yeah, thank you so much, Ella. Thank you so much, Doreen. Thank you so much, Peace. And then most especially, welcome everyone who is here on the this year's summit 2025. So thank you so much, Ma, for your wonderful talk. Thank you so much for that. So I want us to do a small exercise, yeah? So we have very important program in Grand Africa Initiative. Like my colleague has already told us about what Grand Africa Initiative is all about, what we do, and then the essence of Grand Africa Initiative. Yeah, so in bit to that, there is a program that is currently ongoing. I don't know if some of you have heard about it. That is the Development Bank of Nigeria Entrepreneurship Training. So it's a very big event and it's training that we are very much invested into. So we've trained thousands of youths in entrepreneurship. So it is perfect that we just learned about entrepreneurship. And then I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to ask for us to learn more about entrepreneurship. So I believe that most of us here are entrepreneurs, some are workers working for a firm. At the end of the day, we are all trying to make money, right? So please, if you are hearing me, can you just give me a thumbs up, just a reaction? So I'm sure that you're following what I'm saying. Thank you. Keep it ongoing. So thank you so much for that. So I'd like to proceed. So like I said, we have the DBN Entrepreneurship Training. So what we do is we train people. We mustn't even be an entrepreneur. By the way, you can be working for some firm. At the end of the day, we are all trying to make profits. We are all trying to bring value. So what we are trying to advocate is not just about entrepreneurship. We are trying to create value for yourself. So that is why we beseech you as an organization that has our best interest. We're always going to give you and key you into the opportunities that is going to upscale you in your career, in your business, and whatever thing that you're doing. So that is why we make welcome and introduce to you officially the DBN Entrepreneurship Training. So I have already sent it to the group chat. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm going to send it to you again. So I just want us to use a few minutes for us to do this exercise very swiftly. So please, last month being November, a lot of persons, 3 persons won 8 million naira from this program. 8 million naira. The first, the winner got 5 million. The second position got 2 million, and then the last person got 1 million. So you see, you're not just going to get knowledge. You're also going to get yourself onboarded with opportunity to get grants for your business. So even if you're not an entrepreneur, there are valuable skills, and it's all for free. Like all for free, guys, all for free. You don't need to pay a dime, and you're coming to learn for free. These are skills, and you're going to get certificate that is internationally recognized. These are skills that are going to set you up, whether you are looking for a higher job or you're just looking for advancements in your career, whatever thing that you're looking for. The Development Bank of Nigeria has it all covered. Their certificate is very well recognized. So some persons pay a lot of money just to get certificates. Here you're getting it all for free. And from a recognized institution like Development Bank of Nigeria, who is actually partnering with different international projects. So I think this is a very big opportunity for you to just key into what we are doing and then advance yourself. Like I said, last month, some persons won 8 million naira just for keying in, and they registered all for free. And then we also held, that was in Abuja. We also held another training in Benue.
while some persons won 5 million naira. So you can see there is a lot of things to get from it. And then there are we have seasoned tutors. Seasoned tutors that are going to mentor you and coach you and guide you. There are so many questions you can have as an entrepreneur or as a person who's looking forward to advance their skills. So this program is an opportunity for you to key in and then ask, like, get a first grade mentorship. So I don't know what else you're looking for, but if you're actually looking forward to advance your skill and getting more value, adding more values to yourself, I introduce to you the I beseech you and introduce to you the Development Bank of Nigeria in-person training. So please, I'm going to send you the links now again. So if you've not registered, I've sent it before, but if you've not registered, please and please again. Doreen, please, can you help us send this again, please? Doreen.
Yes, I just sent it. I've sent it like 3 times.
Okay, you sent it. Oh, that was wonderful. So please, let's take a minute. Please, just let's take a minute. So you register now as we are on this call. Just register now and then enroll for a course. Enroll for a course right now, please. We're not going to spend so much time on this, but it's very important because we have you at heart. Like, your best interest is that is why we are here, to give you value. To give you value, that is why we are here. So please click on this link here. Go to your chat, everyone, please. Go to your chat now and then click on the link. So once you register, enroll for a course. The reason why you have to enroll for a course now is for you to get reminder about the courses. So we're going to be hosting more classes, physical classes, online classes. So even if you are that person that likes, one-on-one conversation, is going to make it, like, we're going to make it happen for you. So if you still like, self-paced training, is all available. So please register now. Everyone, please, once you're in this call, please register now. It's for your own good. Like I said, we are here to add more values to yourself. So in addition to this youth summit, you're also going to go home with possibilities of winning grants, possibilities of advancement in career, and other opportunities that are going to come. So please do that now. Register and then enroll for a course. Don't just stop at registering, but also enroll for a course. Then at your own time, you can now go ahead to, start taking the courses. But please register and then enroll for a course. Thank you so much. And then once you do that, comment done. Comment done. So once we do that, notify us so we know that you've done it. Thank you so much. I will let my colleague to continue from where we stopped up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for our honorable communication manager at Gain Youth Summit. So if you have registered, click done. It's just 30 seconds away from, oh, great. Ibrahim said done. Emma from Kenya, I remember, said done. Sanubali said done. Good, good, good. I love that. Done, 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 done. I love that. I love that. Okay. Facing problem with enrolling, can you share with us what exactly the problem is? Maybe you can share it on the group chat. Good. Samuel said he has enrolled. So ladies and gentlemen, today next on our program is the panel session. Today we have 3 transformation tracks of panel session. So sit tight and ensure that you learn as much as you can. If your site is not opening, maybe it's the network because other people have registered. Just keep trying, okay? So sit tight and be intentional about learning. Remember, our team for the conference is very, very explicit, and you can see it's tailor-made for your own growth and development, which is Build Africa, youth leading the transformation. So at the end of the panel sessions, you should be able to lead transformation as a young person and know that you're not young just by age, it's by heart, it's by your motive and what drives you. Good. Please, if the link is not opening from your end, can you just copy it and open it on Chrome Hopefully that helps. So we are moving on to our panel session. I hope you are set. You are set for that. If you're set, please comment, I am ready for the panel session. So these sessions are designed with one clear purpose: to move us beyond inspiration and into practical pathways for African youth. The African youths we are talking about, they're not outside, they're not somewhere else. It is you sitting here at this summit. So for African youth to lead a change, so you can it's no longer for you to complain about the change, see the change and desire the change, maybe get angry at it. But right now, you're going to be equipped on how you can lead the change. So at the end of this panel session, you should be able to build stability through leadership and entrepreneurship, turn creative skill into global power, and drive Africa's economic transformation through digital skills and future of work. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce you to our panelists. But before that, I did like to introduce our moderator for this panel session. So, I don't know if our moderator is ready. If you are ready, why we confirm our moderator is ready? Confirm that you also are ready in the comment section. Are you ready for this transformation that is about to hit you? Hope you're prepared for it. All right, sorry for that technical glitch. The moderator for this particular first panel session is in the person of John Chibo. I don't know if Mr. John is here. Mr. John Chibo, if you're here, please, the mic is over to you. Over to you for our first panel session. All right. John Chibo, if you're here, you can just raise your hand so it's easier to unmute you. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm ready. Good. I love the energy. Africa know they carry last. We don't come last. We are full of energy, enthusiasm, and full force to grow, to transform. So we are not mincing words when we say that this session is about to build world-class leader. Good. The floor is yours, sir. The panelists.
Please, can you hear me?
Very sound and clear from this end. If you can hear him, confirm in the comment section, please.
Yeah,
if you can hear,
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So my name is John Uchigo, and I'll be moderating this panel session. And today on this panel session, we'll be exploring the building stability, leadership, entrepreneurship, and the youth voice in Africa's future. So this will be the time to tune in, listen, if you want to amplify your voice in Africa's ecosystem. I think this will be the best panel session for you to key into. So without further wasting time, I'll want to introduce our panelists. So we'll be having 5 panelists on this session, and we are honored to have Honorable Joshua Odufua. He is the Managing Director of AJO Mastercard Limited. Also on this panel session, we have Mr. Fahad Longman, the former Special Advisor to the Kaduna State Governor. On this panel session also, Engineer Hopewell Agbotime. Please excuse me if I didn't pronounce it correctly. He's the Managing Director of Beacon Trust. And Mr. Akin Oluwadari Jr. Also joining us, Dr. Obinna Ibrahim, the Special Advisor to the Honorable Minister of Youth Development for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, so I want to briefly go through their bios so that we'll see the capable panelists we have here, and in case we want to connect or network with them after this session, you can also reach out to them. Yeah, so I'll start with Honorable Joshua, who is the MD, Managing Director of AJO Mastercard. Please, I hope everyone can hear me. I've been talking. Okay.
Yes, we can, John.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Honorable Odufua Joshua is a highly organized and result-driven administrative professional with strong competences in digital skills, stakeholder engagements, and planning. He's the Managing Director of AJ&O Mastercards, and he also manages other fintechs, and he is quite he's quite very known in the financial sector. So let's welcome Mr. Honorable Odufua Joshua. I hope he's here with us. Yes, sir, I think I can see you, sir. Welcome. So up next is Mr. Fahad Longman, the Special Advisor to Sorry, please, my network is kind of fluctuating. I don't know. Okay, it's back now, yeah. So he's a Special Advisor to the Kaduna State Governor, and he also has vast knowledge in computer science, and he's also tech-driven. Mr. Fahad Longman, welcome to the panel session. We also have Mr. Obinna, Dr. Obinna, sorry for that. He is Dr. Obinna. He is a medical doctor, and he's a medical doctor and a public health expert with over a decade of experience in health advocacy. He also holds a bachelor's degree in medicine and surgery and has worked in both local and international firms and sectors. Then next we have Engineer Hopewell. He's a dynamic entrepreneur with a diverse background spanning engineering, business, and media. He has an entrepreneurial spirit. He co-founded a food brand. So for startups that are here, you can key into what he's going to say. He is also he also began his professional journey as a quality control engineer with Steve Integrated. So nice to have you on the panel session, sir. And finally, we have Mr. Akin Oluwadari. He's a life coach, an inspirational writer, a banker, and leadership trainer. Welcome. We are glad to have you here, sir, and welcome. Yeah, so I'll also please the host, if you can if you can allow the video for our panelists. I guess they are requesting right now.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir. It's nice to have you here.
You're welcome. And I really thank the organizer of this program, Grand Africa Initiative GAIN. You guys are really doing a very tremendous work. And I pray that may God actually give you more wisdom and knowledge, understanding to be able to project more programs for the benefit of the youth across Africa and beyond Africa. My name is Honorable Joshua Dukualuadamilari. I'm the MD and CEO of AJO Mastercard Global International Limited. I'm here to speak on building sustainability leadership, governance, and the youth voice in Africa future. Hello. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Where are you, sir?
Okay.
Please can
so
the host.
I actually try to accept the offer of being a speaker today, because anything pertaining to youth, I'm always eager to be involved, because I also a youth. So and we are actually working together to bring progress towards Nigerian government and Africa governance system as a whole. So regarding the issue, regarding the building sustainability and the leadership, the problem we are having in Africa is...
Please, sir, can we see your video? Thank you so much, sir. Is it okay if you turn on your video? Thank you so much.
Can you see me now?
Yes, we can see you and we can hear you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. So the problem we are having in Nigeria system is the privilege that is not given to youth in the governance system. I could remember during the time of President President Muhammadu Buhari, when he passed the bill of not too young to rule. There was so much controversies, there was so much noises in the National Assembly when the bill was being passed. But fortunately, the bill was passed and they put a peg to some years that the youth can run, of which I could remember vividly very well that president starting from 35 upward can run for the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and from 25 upward can run for the House of Reps, Senate, and co. And governors can run from 35 years and above, which is a very good one. And since that time, it has been give Nigerian youth a very fantastic breakthrough in the system to be able to participate effectively. I myself, I participated in politics because I was one of the supervisory council of my local government in the North local government of the state, where I did it for 4 years. And after which I contested against one of my giant leaders in my constituency for House of Rep, Federal House of Representatives in this concluded 2023 election. But due to the fact that in leadership, in governance, you have to respect the leadership. So the person came from a very, very common place of mind that I have to step down with the influence of my state governor and my leaders in my local government. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that there was so much opportunity for you to run any position, any office, and the voice of the youth is being heard across African continent. We are so glad that the president of Senegal is a youth, is below 40 years. If it's just, if not too long, not too old, because I know he's a young man. And the man even stood very well against the old man that was contesting against him, and he won. So that is power of youth for you. That is the voice that we are actually requesting for. That is the energy, because we are talking about the enthusiasm, the exuberance, youth exuberance is fully actually endowed in our youth of nowadays. So that is why we have to take that mantle of leadership in our hands, you must not be intimidated. Because if you are allowed to be intimidated, we cannot achieve anything. So you have to encourage yourself. You have to let you know that you are a leader. So, but you have to do it in a way and manner that will be acceptable, not in a rudely manner, not in a way that will be you be counted as a thug or as a nuisance or as a miscreant. So you have to behave very well, responsibly well, so that people will be able to hear you sound and clear and be able to give you your respect and able to absorb your voice, put you in a key position. During the last presidential election, last presidential campaign, I was opportune to be a member of Presidential Campaign Council, Southwest Engagement and Orientation Southwest. I was actively involved, traveling from one state to the other across the Southwest. Do you know what? Let me shock you. During that struggle, a lot of things happen, but you must not allow that to actually step you down because you have a future to cover. And during that time you are passing through all those struggles, I want to know that you are learning through that struggle. There are some things that you have to learn along the struggle. And learning doesn't have a particular stage or age or any limit. Learning is a continuous exercise. So I have to learn a lot of things through the struggle to the end that I was so much rugged in politics. I was so much rugged in a lot of things, even in business. Because when you are, if a youth is not vocal enough to tell people what he wants, forget about it. You'll be left aside. You'll be sidelined. And when you're sidelined, you are nothing. Am I making sense? Hello? Hello? Am I communicating with you? Someone there?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, what regarding the governance, involvement of youth in governance, that is how to be based on leadership style of each individual. You know, we were brought up from different homes. We have different nurturing. We have different upbringing. So, the way we approach things are different. But youth have to be able to learn in the different styles of leadership. There's some leadership style that doesn't actually warrant you to be a thug, that doesn't warrant you to be a nuisance, that doesn't warrant you to be a miscreant. There's some leadership that makes you to be a responsible citizen of your country, irrespective of the country, especially Africa. African youth are really performing very well. They are the most rugged youth in the continent. In the whole 7 continents we have around the world, because we adapt to a lot of things. We adapt to a lot of struggle. We actually absorb a lot of things, and we learn through the struggles. It's not that we are just passing through the struggle without learning. We learn through the struggles, and we achieve a lot of things through the struggles. I can mention names of Nigerian youth, Nigeria in particular youth, that have participated actively and successful in politics. Now, the thing I learned from Yaya Bello, who is the former governor of Kogi State, when he was called upon to discuss about his struggle in politics, he said, if you have to be strong, if you have to be active in politics, you have to be very strong and bold and courageous. Courage determines your stay in leadership, determines your stay in governance, determines your voice in Africa as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, let youth have the spirit of sustainability in him, the spirit of perseverance, the spirit of endurance. Let's endure situation. When you are enduring through any situation, we are learning through it. And that learning will make us to be more rigid, to be more courageous, to be more spirited, to be more vocal in any way we find ourselves. That is why when I was in OAU, University of Alabama University, before I further my study to other schools, there's one thing I learned about OAU then, that there's no way in OAU that you will not survive. So far you are a Nigerian, so far you are building a lot of things, so far you are learning, you will survive. The same thing applicable to Nigerian youth, the same thing applicable to African youth. We have the we have the strength to pass through a lot of struggle. We have the strength to pass through a lot of river. We have the strength to pass through a lot of things that will make us to be more mentally stable, to get a lot of experience, to have enough voice to speak out, to have the confidence to be heard across the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, youth need leadership styles. We need to learn. We need to gather experience. We need to we need to take a risk. When I say a risk, a responsible risk, a calculated risk, a risk that is calculated. That okay, if I take this risk, am I going to achieve this? If I take this risk, am I going to achieve this? And when you're taking your risk, be vigilant, be intelligent, and be exposed. All those things makes man to be so much prepared for leadership role, especially in governance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Joshua. That was really very insightful. So we have a question here for Mr. Akin Uluwadari. Sir, I don't know if you can hear me. Mr. Akin Uluwadari Jr. Please, can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, thank you. Sorry, I was
Okay, sir.
I couldn't unmute. Yes, I can hear you now. I hope I can be heard.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. So we have a question for you, and it's focused on entrepreneurship and stability too. Our question is, how does youth entrepreneurship directly contribute to peace, security, and social stability in African communities? How does the youth entrepreneurship directly contribute to peace, security, and social stability in African economy?
Hello? Hello?
All right, thank you, Mr. Oshibo. Mr. Dufour, please, can you mute your microphone?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can I be heard?
Okay, the question is focused on entrepreneurship.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Can you hear us also from here?
Yes, I can hear you. I got the question.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Oh.
All right. Thank you so much, moderator. Sorry, I can hear you. Moderator, please confirm you can hear me. The appears moderator is having
How does youth entrepreneurship directly contribute to peace, security, and social stability in African communities?
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Oshibo, the moderator. And let me say good morning to this esteemed audience of Africa youths. I'll start by appreciating the team that put this together. It's quite exciting to see that we have youths across Africa gathered in one session like this to discuss the future of youths and the future of Africa. Particularly, I want to appreciate Doreen, who I understand is the team lead, for doing a wonderful job. I love her positive energy and the passion, the zeal she has introduced to this to ensure that we have this humongous number of African youths in one place. So to the question, entrepreneurship. Yeah, you're welcome. So how does entrepreneurship contribute to peace, stability, and what have you in Africa? Yes, there is an adage that says that the devil finds work for an idle hand. Now, when you talk of entrepreneurship, you are talking of people who use their initiative to invent, to do new things, and to ensure that they are engaged. When you are engaged as an entrepreneur, you create economic stability for yourself. In a way, it might be challenging at first, but an entrepreneur is able to challenge himself and challenge status quo to ensure that new things are done. Entrepreneurship will boost your social status as well. When you have this confidence in yourself that, yes, you are contributing to the society, there's no way it will not impact on peace and stability. When we have unengaged youths, idle youths scattered all around, not doing anything, it fuels insecurity. And that's why when you know that Africa has the most youthful population across the globe, the median age in Africa is 19 years. We have over 40%, 25 years and below. That is where the energy is, that is where the power is to propel activities in every sector. I love what the keynote speaker said. I can't remember her name now. When he said, let's imagine how it will be when youths are not the beneficiaries, but rather the architects. What this is saying is that youths should no longer be at the background, but rather they should be at the forefront, leading change, because that's where the energy is. So an entrepreneur is able to think wild, create something out of nothing. When you are engaged, when you are mentally engaged, an entrepreneur will definitely engage others to pursue the dream and achieve the dream for him or her. That definitely boosts economic stability. It improves peace, because somebody that is well engaged cannot have time to start doing things that would destabilize the peace of the society. So entrepreneurship, yes. When you think outside the box, you create something out of nothing, definitely it impacts peace in the society, it impacts development, and it brings growth in every sector that you can imagine. Thank you, Mr. Oshibo. I think the moderator is having challenge with the system. I can't hear him.
Yeah, my network has been challenging, but I can hear you now, sir.
All right.
Yes, so that was can you hear me?
I'm struggling to hear the moderator.
Yes, so that was an inspiring session. And our next question will be for Dr. Obinna Ibirim, the Federal Ministry Special Advisor to the Federal Ministry of Youth Development in Nigeria. Sir, I don't know if you can hear me. Dr. Obinna, please, can you hear me?
He cannot unmute. That's the challenge I had initially. He needs to be enabled to unmute his microphone.
The host should please assist us with that. Okay.
Yes, I can hear you, and good morning to everyone.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for being here with us. So, sir, we have a question for you on youth and youth government trust. And our question is, trust between young people and the government is often very weak. What practical steps can both sides take to rebuild this trust?
All right, thank you very much, and good morning once more to everyone. Let me start by commending the organizers, GAIN Startup Africa, for putting together this youth summit to build the capacity of young people. And for the other initiatives, I overheard the initiative you're working with the Development Bank of Nigeria. I think these are highly commendable, and they resonate with the plans and ideas of the Honorable Minister of Youth Development and the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Government realize you can't do it alone. So when we see organizations like GAIN do this, we commend them, because you're supporting government to do what government should be doing for young people. So having said that, yes, over time, because of historical infidelity to promises to young people. There have been that trust erosion between young people and the government. But we're happy that today that trust is being rebuilt with various programs. So in terms of trust between government and young people, trust is rebuilt through systems, a system where the government shows reliability and fidelity, can say something and do what they say. And also young people also show responsibility, right? They're able to hold their government accountable in a responsible way. They're able to take up the various opportunities that government are putting on the table for young people. And then also trust, also something that also I would say enhances trust. It's communication, because occasionally or sometimes government makes promises but are unable to fulfill those promises because of maybe the shrinking physical space or other factors. But if that is not properly communicated, people then assume and perceive different things, and that erodes trust. So communication is really, really very important, right? At the Federal Ministry of Youth Development, something we've done to ensure that young people are able to connect to government is what we call the Nigerian Youth Help Desk. If you're on this summit today, you can use your Google and search the Nigerian Youth Help Desk at the Federal Ministry of Youth Development. What it does, it is a platform where you can reach out either via phone call, WhatsApp, email, to then find out what government is doing. Or if you have any issue, for example, police brutality, or you're having maybe even a mental health issue, you can call and connect to the Youth Help Desk, and the Youth Help Desk will then, for the ones we can solve at the Federal Ministry of Youth Development, we're able to solve. With the ones we cannot solve, we then transfer you to the parent organization, or even mediate conversation between you and that government MDA. We believe that by doing that, by opening this channel, we're able to build greater trust between young people and the government, so that they have a channel, a platform they can reach out to find out, to ask questions, to understand what's happening in government, to understand the programs. The other thing that is also there, that is also we're trying to do to bridge that trust between government and young people, is what we call the Nigerian Youth Initiative Dashboard. If you're here today, you can also search online, Federal Ministry of Youth Development, Nigerian Youth Initiative Dashboard. What it does is that it lists all the initiatives, all the youth initiatives, whether seated at the Federal Ministry of Youth Development or other hundreds of ministry, departments, and agencies of government. Because sometimes why young people agitate is that there are programs there, but they do not know about these programs, or they do not even know how to take advantage of these programs, right? So if you're here, you can search for the Nigerian Youth Initiative Dashboard. You're going to see various initiatives, from the Waste to Wealth, the NIA, the Youth Credit Corp, the Yo Health Initiative, even the Youth, the Nigerian Data Protection Commission training. In fact, as I speak to you, Nigeria needs 480,000 data protection officers, because every data processing organization must have a data protection officers, but Nigeria has only 10,000, right? Nigeria has only 10,000, so that means there's a deficit of 470,000. So we're working with the Nigerian Data Protection Commission to train young people, but I believe that a lot of young people are not aware, and that's why once we have a platform of this nature, we try to educate young people. So that's what government is doing. Government is trying to ensure there are programs to help young people. There's also communicating those programs, and then also opening channels for young people to be able to ask questions, to pour out their grievances. But on the other side, what can young people do, right? Because trust is two-way. It's not just about government doing, it's just about young people. Now, as a young person, you need to, first of all, responsibly hold government accountable, right? You need to open up dialogue with government. If you're worried, you're concerned, you have questions, reach out, right? It's only when you reach out that you are not getting the response you need. You can now think of exploring other options, and you must make it peaceful, right? It's not just, violence does not really give you the answer you want, right? What gives you the answer is strategic thinking and say, okay, how can I engage the government? Do I need to write a letter to my representative to the Federal Ministry of Youth Development to be able to to present my worries, my problems, right? So by being responsible, by engaging the government, by asking the right questions, and then also you should also realize as a young person that government cannot do it alone. A lot of, we listening to our keynote speaker, he mentioned how young people are building solutions, building business, right? That's also something you can do, because if you depend on government cannot take care of the 70% of 220 million Nigerians who are young people. So think of what also you can do for your country, and how you can also benefit from the government. And in closing, one thing I also want to say is that as young people, we need to avoid some of the vices, right, that makes us unable to take advantage of some of the programs that government bring. So one issue we found among young people in Nigeria that at the Federal Ministry of Youth Development we're really fighting and working to curb is the issue of substance abuse. A lot of young people, both in Nigeria, the other day I was in Africa and I heard about Yobe, a drug that they inject each other. Substance abuse is something that as every young person needs to run away from, because when you engage in such, you are not in full control of your mind to take advantage of various opportunities that abide for young people. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that inspiring session. And I know we, the youths that are listening, will key into the help desk initiative and try to leverage on that. So thank you so much. So I also saw on our session Mr. Hopewell, the MD of Beacon Trust. I don't know if you're here with us, right? Give us like a video. The MD of Beacon Trust, Mr. Hopewell. And the host is assistant helping him on mute.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
All right.
Okay,
so what's the
okay,
question?
Sir. So, yes, sir, we have a question for you. Welcome to the panel session, sir. Yes, sir. So our question for you, apologies, my network has been. Yes, sir. So it's about community impact. I know you are the MD of Beacon Trust, and you mostly have interactions with clients in the financial sector, customers that are financially driven. So for the question, I wanted to share an example where a youth-led initiative has reduced conflicts, unemployment, and instability at the community level. I don't know if you got that.
Come again. Hello?
An example
Hello? Can you hear me?
At the community level. Yes, sir, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Take the question again. Take the question again. Network was breaking.
Okay. So the question is centered on community impact.
Okay, community impact.
Yes, community impact. And
okay.
We wondered if you could kindly share an example where a youth-led initiative has reduced conflicts, unemployment, or instability at community level.
Okay. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, everybody. I want to welcome you to this summit, and I would like to appreciate the host, the Gain Africa. It's not easy building this kind of followership and bringing everybody here today. And we are happy for the kind of conversations that are being made in this room today, because it shows that There are still people that have invested in this country and willing to push Africa forward. So now to your question, programs that have happened and have impacted the communities.
Sorry for interrupting, sir. I think if you could speak a little bit louder from your end, we can't really hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, it's better now. Thank you.
Okay, so as I was saying, we are talking about community-led programs that have impacted greatly on the society.
Yes,
so
sir.
As of this morning, I saw a video on Twitter, and it was about universal loans. You get. So let's go back to 2020. 2020, during the period of COVID, the government issued loans via Universal Microfinance Bank to the communities. You get. And those loans were given to individuals to pay back. And some people, some well-meaning Nigerians actually took those loans, did something productive, and were able to pay back. Now, for productivity to happen, we need to focus, the youth needs to be able to focus and keep their goals oriented. They have to be very goal oriented. They have to have everything at their beck and call. First of all, they have to have grit. They have to be courageous, because you have to be able to weather the storm, because a whole lot of things are going to happen to you, and sometimes those things are not going to be nice. And when government issue money out to the youth, it is our job to follow up. It is our job to be able to make use of those opportunities, because those opportunities, once you make good of a good opportunity, it gives the government more trust to be able to give funds down to you. The issue most entrepreneurship have is knowledge and funding. That is why programs like we are having today that are linked to Development Bank of Nigeria, and those kind of programs are initiatives that are going to impact the community in a large level. But the thing is, the youth have to be open to those kind of programs. Most times, what people actually have issues is everybody's looking for quick cash. Everybody's looking for quick money. But if we settle down and be able to unlearn the things that that are hindering us, and we learn, we'll be able to take advantage of these opportunities that are being handed to us, like the ones that are being handed to us today. You get. So integrity is a major part of this journey. We have to have integrity as people to be able to take advantage of whatever the government, whatever leadership structure is being set towards us. So integrity from the part of the entrepreneurs. Why the governors, we have to find a way to hold the government accountable, yes. But when the government does its part, it is remaining for us to be able to take advantage of those opportunities and build industries. You see a lot of CC Hub in Lagos. CC Hub is a place where innovators are connected to YC combinators, and they are able to get access to funding. If you do not have integrity as a person, you cannot be able to walk into those rooms to be able to get those funding. If you do not have a business structure, if you do not come to these kind of programs to learn the structures of business, even when money comes into your hand, you are going to waste it. So basically, there is a part of impact that the government does, yes, but it is our duty to work for the other end to meet the government at that point. And once the reward for work is more work, if we are able to deliver, if the people that delivered on the Narisa loans were to a large extent, a large number of people ran away with those loans. And as of this morning, the money is coming out of people's accounts and going back to the government. You are having a low interest loan for over the period of 5 years, and you are paying less than 10%. That is a very low interest loan that is supposed to help build organizations. But the youth in this generation, or some young people that have gone to misbehave and give us bad names, they ran away with the money. So integrity is what matters in community programs. Because if you are giving money and you actually deliver, you will have more people that will be willing to invest in you. So in as much as we try to hold the government accountable and say that, okay, they are not doing enough, what have we done with the little that they have given us? That is the question we should be asking ourselves. That is the only way we are going to be able to thrive, by meeting them halfway, by showing them that we are worth investing in. Because at the end of the day, nobody likes to throw away money. And once we are able to show them that we are accountable, we have integrity, the doors, even the international communities that are looking for people to invest in will come to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really very insightful. And we'll try to have integrity when we are pursuing any youth-led initiative from now on. I hope you're all keyed into what Mr. Hopewell, the MD of Beacon Trust, had for us. And my next question will be going to Mr. Fahad Longman. I think I saw you on the call earlier. Please, the host, can you please allow his video so we could, and also I think he's muted. Mr. Fahad, are you here with us?
Hello, yeah, I'm
he
here.
He is the essay to the Kaduna State Governor, and he's also an information technology consultant. Nice to have you here with us, Mr. Fahad.
It's my pleasure to be here with you guys this morning.
Thank you, sir. So we have a question for you, and it's centered on reframing leadership. I hope you can hear me. Reframing
I can hear you.
Leadership.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, sir. So many young people, many youths, we feel that leadership is only because young people influence stability and governance.
Sorry, I don't know if it's from my side, but your network is a bit breaking.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, sir. Okay. So let me repeat the question.
All right, thank you.
So the question is focused on reframing leadership, and it goes many young people, we feel that leadership is only about holding political offices or public offices, stability and governance without holding political positions. How can we, the young people, invest stability and governance without holding political positions? Did you get that, sir?
Yeah, it's a bit breaking, but I think I can. I think I got the question. Yes. I think I got the question.
Okay. Many young people feel that leadership is only about politics and holding public offices.
Mm-hmm.
How can young people influence stability and governance without holding political positions?
All right. It's clear now. It's clear. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. It's my honor and privilege to be with you this morning. Well, to begin with, I'm a young person, very young. I'm in my early 30s, so I'm still within the range of young people. And I'm someone also that do not believe that to be a leader or to make an impact or influence change, you have to hold a position or you have to hold a political office. Yeah, of course, some of us were privileged and are still privileged to be within the leadership spheres, to be to hold one position or the other within the government. But that doesn't mean a leader must be, or to make an impact, you have to be, or you must be, you must hold a political position. I think there are, so if you go back to the theory of leadership, leadership is not just about holding a position. It's not about being called names or assigned roles. It's about your personality. It's about taking the responsibility and making that change, solving that problem you see every day within your community. It might be affecting one single person. You might be a leader by just impacting or affecting one single person. You mustn't be affecting hundreds of people, thousands of people, 100,000s of people. So one thing we keep misunderstanding, especially the young people, and in the context that we found ourselves, is we have to have a siren, a convoy, an escort following us with guns, with intimidating people for us to be called or to be leaders, which is a very big mistake that we are facing and we are experiencing in this country. And I don't blame us. I don't blame the young people, because it might be the generation or the older generation. It is what they've shown us, what we've seen from them. And as mentees, as young people, we always try to look up to those we see as our leaders, as our elders. Back to my question. There are so many things. There are so many things we can do as young people to make an influence, to make an impact, to make change within our respective communities. One of these things is identifying a problem wherever you find yourself. You might be in school, it might be in your workplace, it might be within your community, it might even be you are walking, you are maybe strolling, you are walking on the road, and you've seen something that might be seen as very little, but probably it could be a stone that you see on the road, that maybe if a car hit that stone, it might bust the tire of that car, or somebody might hit his leg and probably got injured. By taking that stone from that road or from that street, you are likely, or you are being a leader, because you are bringing an impact to the people, to many people that might be affected by that problem. So what I'm saying is, we must find, we are surrounded by many problems. To become leaders without positions, without political office, we must identify that problems and solve them effortlessly without seeking anything in return, because that is one of the challenges we are facing today. Number two is, as young people, we must be united. We must unite ourselves. We must speak with one voice. I know it's a whole lot of things. It's really not easy to do that, but we can do so many things as one than divided. We can achieve so many great things if we work together rather than divided, working in division, in silos. So we have to work together as young people. We have to work in collaborations, in partnerships. We have to seek those that we share common shared values, those that we share the same mindset or similar mindset, those that have impact and making change within their community and within their environment. If we can do that, I can assure you that we would achieve so many things ahead, and it's going to be impactful, and we are going to be, our names are going to be called even when we are not in the rooms. As I mentioned earlier, it could be a very small thing that in our minds, we might not even think, or we might not even see it as something great. But deep down, it could be a big thing or a big solution that would affect many people. So, sorry, I don't know, my network?
Yes, I think it's a general network. Can you hear me, sir?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah. Okay, we are back? Okay.
Yes, sir, we're back.
All right, thank you. So, in addition to this, even though we're not topic, how to make an impact, or how we can impact our community and our environment without holding a political position, but still, I still have the belief, and I'm still with the opinion that as young people, we must participate in political activities. There are impacts that we cannot do if we are not within the system. There are policies that we cannot push if we are not within the system. And we cannot continue to be assigned or appointed with supportive positions, personal assistant, special assistant, this assistant or that assistant. We are educated. We are experienced in a way. We are exposed in a way. So why do we have to stay at the back seat every day? 2027 is fast approaching. There is still a very big vacuum and very big room for young people to participate in political activities. How do we do this? One, we must identify a political party that we can align with, that probably align with some of our ideologies. Two, am I just participating in this because I want to be called, or I want to win this position because I would be having a siren, an escort, a securities, monthly this and that, or I want to go there to make an impact with a clear vision to make a reasonable impact, a realistic impact for my people. Number three, we must go back to our grassroots. Politics is local. We have to go back to our grassroots. Wherever you have identified that you want to seek for, or you want to aspire for, you have to go back to your constituency. You have to go back to your people. Invest in them with the little you have. You might not have the money, but you have the knowledge, you have the relationship, you have the network that you can get to them and impact them, and it could be very small, but you must do that. People must see you as an impactful somebody, as somebody that is going to, if that person have a bigger opportunity, is going to make or provide them with so many opportunities that are going to affect them positively. So what I'm saying in essence is that we cannot be backbenchers every day. We must get involved. We might not run for office. Every one of us cannot run for office, but we can participate. We can be political party. We can be in the political party leadership. Some of us can be in the political, can run for offices. It's not easy. I'm saying this to you. It's not easy. It will not be easy. To run an office in Nigeria, forget about English and theory and grammar. People will tell you that just do this and that. It's not like that. You have to work. You must work. you must invest resource-wise, energy-wise, mentally-wise. So many things must go into that before you can be able to secure whatever you are looking for. So I don't want you to leave my speech with my comment with motivational, I'm going to do this. You have to prepare, you have to plan for it, and you have to go for it. Because I believe if we work together, the young people in Nigeria, we have the capacity, we have the numbers, we have our demography is the largest demography in the country. But please do not get into seeking or aspiring for any position if you are not ready for that. Do not be that person that would go there and spoil the names and close the room for those that will come after you. We must build ourselves in terms of human capacity, in terms of relationship capacity. We all know ourselves. You know that if you have that capacity, you know. If you don't have the capacity, you must prepare and build yourself. There are so many platforms, there are so many initiatives and programs out there free of charge that will help you in building your human capacity. So finally, I want to leave you with this. Leadership is not only about holding a political office, holding a position, but about making an impact, affecting your community positively. And at the same time, we cannot stay or be in the back bench every day. We must use the opportunity. We must get involved. We must run for offices if we believe that we are ready and we have the capacity to do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That was so inspiring. So as a leader, we have all heard that leadership journey, there will be challenges and we should be ready to face them head on, not by procrastination, but by hard work. So now I would like to give room for the participants. If you have any questions for our panelists, you can drop them on the chats and tag the panelists that you are referring your questions to, so that we can pick a few questions and ask them. So please, if you have any question, we're giving about 2 minutes for you to ask your question. So I don't know if Dr. Ubina is still with us. I personally have a question for him. Dr.
Yes, I'm
Ubina.
here. I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So you mentioned there are platforms where the youth can reach with their complaints to the government, I suppose, the help desk.
Yes, the Nigerian Youth Help Desk.
Yes, sir. So my question is, are there like adequate personnel on this help desk that will be able to attend to the numerous questions that our youth will ask? Because most times the questions are being asked, but there are no responses. So I don't know if there's a special team or a special organization that is kept aside to attend or to respond to these problems when they are being laid on help desks. So that's a question from me to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the question. I must transparently acknowledge that we don't have adequate hands. So, but at the moment, there is no, the lag time between a question and a response is not so much. So as we get more questions or more requests, we're able to add more hands. The good thing is, as we speak today, a lot of development partners are now partnering with us so that we can then make the help desk a 24 hours helpline. At the moment, it's not 24 hours, but I think that it's important to note that something is better than nothing, right? It's a platform. Even if it's going to take 12 hours, 24 hours to get a response, but at least there's a platform for you to reach out, ask about government initiative that you're unsure about. If you're being harassed by maybe the police or any of the agencies of government, or you're being unfairly treated, there's a platform for you to complain. And finally, assuming you want to reach out, maybe you're contemplating suicide, you're worried, you're depressed, you can reach out and you're connected to psychologists and social therapists to support you. So what is important is that we have a platform. Is it fully adequate? No, there's still a lot that needs to be done for it to run 24 hours, for the response time to be very minimal. But you have a platform, and I encourage every young person on this platform to take advantage of this platform to reach out and interact with government, because that's how we can bridge that trust deficit that existed between young people and government. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I think that's very clear now. Thank you, sir.
And I'll put the details on the chat box, the numbers, the phone numbers, the email, so that people can easily access. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So also people are asking for maybe the link or the name of the platform that they can use to reach out to that help desk in particular.
All right, so I will share that, and also share the dashboard, the youth initiative dashboard that has a comprehensive list of all youth programs, so that all the participants can benefit from this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So I think there's a question here from Mr. Fahad, and the person stated the price in contesting in getting the form to contest in like a public office or a political office, and it's not in favor of we the youths. So I think the person needs more light on that aspect, the financial aspect of being a leader, and how we the youths are not financially stable for that. Yeah, Mr. Fahad. Mr. Fahad, please, can you hear me? Okay, I think he's muted. Please, the host, can you unmute Mr. Fahad?
All right, thank you for that. Yeah, I saw the question in the chat box, and I know it's really for me. Honestly, that's why I made the last comment I did, that it's not going to be easy, and it's going to be a lot of challenging, because these are one of the challenges we face today. But I can recall in 2023, some political parties have reduced the cost of their expression form for women and young people. So I do hope that even in 2027 and subsequent election periods that we are going to experience in this country, that there would be such opportunities for young people and women. I think there is a political party that's clear that women and young people are not going to pay for the huge sum of amount to run for office. They are only going to pay for the I think expression form or something like that. So sometimes there are political parties that are more youth aligned. So look carefully, identify that political party that is more youth inclined, more youth aligned, a party that is going to provide that opportunity for young people, because there are political parties that obviously you cannot secure, you cannot, even with your money, it's going to be hard for you to get that, to secure the form, rather than, so I think it's very important we study the political parties that we have, understand which political party is more youth inclined, and then align yourself, identify someone. We've been talking about this, identify mentor. There is this word that has been ongoing in Nigerian political space, Godfather. Godfather, I think it's another word for a mentor, which has been misused. Of course, there are ladders or there are stages that it's going to be hard for you to scale through. which is why you need mentor to guide you, to support you. But in Nigerian context, we have misused the word godfather, which is a similar thing to a mentor in political space. So still, I believe that there are mentors within the political space that are ready to support and help young people, with the bright young people that have interest in making some reasonable change within the space. So I would advise that identify those political personalities, align yourself with them, align yourself with a political party that is likely or partly youth inclined or women inclined, in a way that it would be a bit easier for you. And lastly, get money. You cannot win election in Nigeria without money. Forget about theory and grammar. It's not easy. It's not going to be. There are few low-key ones that can be that can scale through because of judicial whatever. They win accidentally, not by majority vote, but through judiciary. Even judiciary, let me tell you something. You need money because primary election, money. General election, money. After general election, judiciary, tribunals, money. Appeal court, money. Everything that is within this is money. So find a way to get that money to be able to participate, which is why I made my comment clear that this is not an easy task. It's not going to be an easy thing. It's not going to be a social media banner posting that I'm running for this position or that position. It is not that. Prepare and get ready. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, moderator, I don't know if I can respond to a question I saw there directed to me.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Somebody has a question there. I tried going back to it, but I can't find it now. But I think I can paraphrase. It was asking how, as an entrepreneur, you can scale, and questions around how to get that done. Of course, when we talk about entrepreneurship, it's for you. A lot of times we put the cart before the horse, thinking that it has to be money before idea. No, it doesn't work that way. It has to be you first thinking through and coming up with an idea that can scale, that can sell. Africa has a large population. If you talk of Nigeria, for instance, Nigeria has a large population, the largest Black African race in the whole world. Anywhere you have a large population, the opportunities are limitless. But a lot of times, people who want to invent things, they don't do their research very well to know where the number is. And most times we are looking at the big things. There are so many things you can do when you target the population that can be in volume, in small number, but in volume. When you have it turned over several times, it turns to money for you. So if you do, and in this information age, a lot is there online for you to learn from, that you can get information. If you do your research very well and you have an idea that can sell, getting people to invest in that idea over time becomes easier if you do your homework very well. But a lot of times we make this mistake of thinking that it has to be money. I want to do something, I don't have capital. It's not all about money. Of course, money is important. Like the last speaker said, there's hardly anything you can do without money. But when you have your plan well cut out, it is easier for you to sell that idea. A lot of the fintechs that are flourishing in Nigeria today, they started from nowhere, but they're even able to go outside Nigeria to raise capital because they have an idea that they have tested, they did their research very well, and they're able to win investors to invest in the idea. Now, again, when we talk about leadership, I saw something, I was on LinkedIn yesterday, I can't remember which platform. A lot of people, one of the challenges we have in this part of the world, in Africa, is that we have a lot of people talking about the problem than people who are willing to do something to solve the problem. Everybody is stating the problem. If you go on social media, you see everybody telling what to do. We know what to do, but who is to do it? That was something I saw on social media yesterday or the day before about a guy, a painter, a young painter that painted an artwork very well. And he placed it somewhere along the street and wrote there that if you see any mistake on this painting, please indicate. And by the time he came back in the evening, he saw a lot of circles on that artwork, several mistakes that people pointed out. And the guy became dejected. He went back home and was lamenting, I was sobbing, that it means he's not able to do a good job. And his mother came to him to to tell him to try a different approach. The following day, he said you should go back to the same spot. Put the same artwork there, and now indicate that if you spot an error on this artwork, please indicate what to be done. And by the time the guy came back, there was no single error, nobody made any mark on that artwork, meaning that people it is easy for people to identify problems, but very few, if at all, are able to do anything to solve that problem. What are we saying here? Is that as we complain about things not working in Africa, in Nigeria, wherever you find yourself, the question should be, what are you doing yourself to alleviate that problem? If you are good at complaining, you are not thinking of what can be done to solve the problem. You have not done anything. And when you look around, the entrepreneurs that are surviving, that are succeeding today, are people who are able to extract the environment very well, to see the things they want to sell, the things that they are inventing. They are looking at where the number is, where the population is. There are so many things. So, entrepreneurs, they feel a gap. When something is lacking, it is your ability to be able to provide a solution. An entrepreneur is a solution provider. When something is lacking and you're able to do your research very well, and you see people in this place need this thing, there are things they need every day, they cannot do without it. By the time you invest in that kind of thing, you invest your ideas first. You find out that you're able to get the capital you need. That's money now to be able to scale. Thank you so much. And when we talk about leadership, it's not about, like the last speaker said, leadership is not position. A lot of times we think it's when you are occupying a political position that you can be called a leader. No, and wherever you find yourself, it's action, not position. In your small circle of influence, what are you able to do to influence your environment, to see people believing in you? And don't think that it must be the big things. Don't underestimate the impact of your little efforts. Just do it. You'll be surprised the extent at which the impact you are making would be if you just take a decision that I don't want to be a problem identifier, but rather I want to be a solution provider to whatever problem I find around me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that session. And I hope the person with that question, your question was answered perfectly. So Dr. Obinna has dropped in the details on the charts. So if you want to reach out to the help desk or you have any complaints, you can go there and leverage on that. And I hope our African youths we are ready for the transformation that is coming as we step into the next panel session, which is the second panel session. Our host, Doreen, are you with us?